Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before I start this video, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so every time I post a video, you will get notified so you won't miss what's been going on with me. So last week I went to Palm Springs with my family, with my mom, my dad, my sister. And it was a really good time, it was just really fun to get out of the city and to do something different. So let's talk about my traveling with my disability. So, I have to go through TSA. They have to give me a pat down. So I do that all in my wheelchair, and then so they ask me questions like, can I walk or can I stand? And I say, no, whatever. And then they have to give me a pat down with a female assist. So the lady just pats down my hands, pats down the wheelchair, pats down everything. So then she goes through a little scanner. I don't even know what she does, but everything is all good. And so then I'm able to, the whole time I'm in my chair, by the way, they don't let me get out, or you can definitely do whatever you want, but if you're comfortable to sit in your chair, you're allowed to do that or get up. But I just opt to stay in my chair because I'm not gonna walk 2 seconds if I don't have to. And yeah, so they test the whole chair, test me, test my shoes, test everything. And sometimes, I forgot to mention this, but sometimes they do ask about my baclofen pump, and I give them the little card that says what it's for, what it's about, all that stuff. Yada, 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 yada. So then we move on. I get the whole time I'm with my family, by the way. So we get our bags, we get everything, and then we go down to the gate. I leave my wheelchair at the gate, and then we switch to an aisle chair. So the aisle chair is way more smaller than my chair or this chair. So they put me in the aisle chair. The aisle chair has 4 little wheels on it. They tilt it back so then they could get into my seat. So then after I get to my destination, they move me, or my dad transferred me into the seat. So, and then the aisle chair gets back off when they touch me down. Then the aisle chair gets back on, transfer back over. You get things. You get the whole scenario. It could be a scene, but we just make it work. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but thank God for my sister because I get extra leg room all the time. Whenever we fly, so then my legs don't get cramped, so that really helps. And so then when I get off the plane, we do the same exact thing. Get the aisle chair, they bring on the aisle chair, transfer me off. Usually my wheelchair's right there, waiting for me. Oh, and then they give you a tag to attach on the wheelchair before, at the gate, so then it shows your name, your whatever. So then, it goes with your bags and all that crap. So, I don't take the power chair because I don't trust the power chair. Because the power chair, they have to fold it and take off the batteries and all that stuff. And I heard too many stories about people losing their chairs or not having the correct thing. So I just take my manual chair, and the manual chair, I actually took my old manual chair because my new one is not, my back can't do it anymore, so we take the manual chair because, for one, it's just, if we're gonna be there for if we're gonna only be there for a short period of time, if I'm not able to push, my sister will push, and then I get a break, or my dad will push. So it's just easier, for that short period of time. But obviously, for longer periods of time, if we just always do the manual chair, because the manual chair can fit in any car. So normally when I travel, we just get a normal SUV, and we put my manual chair in the back. We undo all the wheels and just pop it in the trunk. So yeah, that's how I travel. We just don't really, like, I'm pretty sure you can rent a wheelchair accessible van, but for us, we just rather just pick me up and transfer me over to the seat. Like, yeah. Anyways, I'm pretty sure if you need to, you can get whatever you need. It's just, for me, I just don't want to deal with it. I just want to be enjoying myself, not worrying about stuff that I don't need to worry about. So, and luckily with my family, like, we're just so used to it by now that it just comes. Like, I don't know. And luckily, like, with me, I can stand with an assist. So I have some leg muscles. So I have, like, I can stand for, like, not by myself, but obviously, but with someone. So, like, yeah. So it's, like, really able to, so my transfers are not really that hard. We just, so we do, on my transfers in a regular car, we do butt first, and then shift, butt first, and then someone gets behind me, and then pulls me back, and then we get the legs. So, it's kind of complicated, the way we do it, but we have to do it, that way, because it's just easier. We don't put the legs in because sometimes, or we put the legs in, but we don't go legs first, then body. We do the opposite. I don't really know. I'm gonna take a video of it to explain, but you'll get the gist. It's just what works for me, okay? Luckily, I never had damage. I would cry if I had damage to my wheelchair, because my wheelchair is like my other half, so I would cry. But I heard people have damage. That's why I bring, like, a wheelchair that I don't care about, or not. I care about all my wheelchairs. That's not true. But, like, I would bring, like, we bring stuff that, like, I don't use every day, so it doesn't really matter if it breaks. I mean, like, so the moral of the story is, like, you can travel with a disability. It just matters, like, it matters how you plan things, and it matters how you do things. And if you have a good team and family support around you, you could do pretty much anything that you want to do. But I don't like to make a whole scene. I don't like how to, I'm like, I understand that I have a disability, but I don't want to make a whole scene. I don't want to, I just want to get there and get off and, be in one piece and then have a drink with my family and then be in one piece back. Like, I don't want to just make a whole saga. Everyone sit down because the wheelchair lady come in. Like, no. Like, I always been that way, It may take 20 minutes, but we know how to do it. And luckily, like, my sister great, and my dad and my mom, they're great. We have a great team, supporting, like, we're all down to make a good trip. And that's, at the end of the day, just because I have a disability doesn't mean I don't like to go have fun. Doesn't mean I can't be doesn't mean I can't be independent. Doesn't mean just because something takes 20 minutes. Sure as hell I'm gonna take that 20 minutes out of my time to get on, like, that outfit, to get on that bathing suit, to get on anything that I want to, and just do it, and like on the last day, I dragged my dad out to take photos of me because I was like, I really want to take a photo, like, hello, we're in a beautiful place. I need content, like, I need, so I took, my dad and I went out and we took photos of me, because I really wanted to take photos, and I had tons of outfits planned, but my makeup was sweating off, and I didn't want to change, like, 10 times to, get that one photo. I need to conserve my energy. I'm like, oh, shit, it's freaking hot. But yeah, so I don't know if you guys saw that photo, but it's pretty good that my dad took. So, yeah, the moral of the story is, like, you can still be a bad bitch. Even if you're going through a lot, even if you're had like 12 surgeries like me, or 11 surgeries, I don't even know at this point. It was just nice to have that time with my family, to have those breaks, to have the, chaos stop, to just have a moment to just be like, let's regroup, let's go have fun. Let's get out of the city for a little bit, And yes, I had an Aperol spritz, people. Yes, I did. It was so funny because I told my sister I didn't want one, and then I ended up drinking hers, which is so funny because that always happens. I'm like, no, I'm good, and then I ended up drinking hers, and then yeah. But I love my family. That's the moral of the story. And, like, if you want to travel anywhere, just, like, regardless of the circumstance, go do it. Because, like, I'm just, like, I think of it, like, the last year, I've been, like, in this energy of, like, even if, I always had that energy, like, even if I have a disability, I don't care. But, like, since whatever I'm going through, like, I really don't care. You can either say what you want, take it or leave it, but I'm always going to be in a chair, so it doesn't matter. So, anyway, those are my traveling tips. Those are my tips. Hopefully it helps you. Hopefully you guys will come back, because I love making these videos for you, and I wish that I got more content on my trip, but this was kind of like a last minute situation, so yeah, I didn't, I just, got one picture and that was it, but, like, I had, like, 14 dresses that I wasn't gonna take a picture in, but didn't really have the time. I mean, have the time, but just didn't want to do all that. Like, comment, subscribe, and maybe tell me what's your favorite vacation spot. Because, mine is Palm Springs, and eventually gonna hopefully travel a bunch of other places, but who knows, you know, because my body is just unpredictable sometimes, but you know, we're going with it. We're, you know, I don't know. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, leave me a little comment on your favorite vacation spot and your favorite beverage. So, yeah, and love you guys. Bye.